Shalom, first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders, GMS Ruel. Peace I taste it like Aki on the four corners, prison issue for sincerity. Peace be unto you. Shalom. Hebrew word of the day is call Yawam. Call Yawam, which means all day. Far as the herb of the day, herb of the day is Tila. Good for the blood, throat irritation, congestion, flu, and it's native to Europe. Now, on with this lesson. Lesson of today is found in Isaiah 30, verse 20. It says, "And though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thine teachers." Thine eyes shall see thine teachers, and who are your teachers? It's talking about, yeah, your your preachers, your prophets. That's who's your teachers are. Because one thing we do know, Hosea 4 and 6, as soon as I land on it. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, it says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children." So, because we rejected knowledge, being stupid and dumb, that's why Malachi chapter 4 had to come to pass. And this goes into your eyes seeing your teachers. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh Adonai. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse." Now, what does that mean? Turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the father, teaching them back who they are, teaching them. That's your eyes seeing your teachers. They're out on the highways and the hedges, compelling them to come in, and through him, the the nation is waking back up. The nation is waking back up, finding out, okay, all right, we're the Israelites, we're God's chosen people, and the Most High is waking up the nations. What is that? Revelation 11 and verse 1. It says, "Rise and measure the temple." Revelation 11 and, 1. "And there was given me a reed." What is that talking about? A reed is a measuring stick. And what's that? The scriptures. "Like unto a rod. And the angel stood, saying, Rise. and measure the temple of God and the altar, and them that worship therein. So the third temple is not physical, it's spiritual. It's talking about us. So is he actually going forth with a line and measuring people? No. It's the scriptures. And what is he doing with the scriptures? He's teaching them. You read a few verses above, which actually takes you to another chapter, Revelations chapter 10. The angel, matter of fact, I started Revelations 10 and 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it, eat it up. It shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. What does that mean? Prophesy. You eat the little book, meaning understand it, read it, understand it. Get an understanding what's going on. You must prophesy again before many people, nations, and kings. Going out and teach. Your eyes are going to see who's teaching. You know, they're not going to be hidden caves anymore. The Most High is making his prophets known who they are. And it's becoming more evident because the prophecies are coming, the scriptures are speaking. They're not lying. There is a time when the prophecies were, and really, I didn't even want to say it was moving slow because the prophecies is everything that's been happening has been leading us one step closer to the prophecy being fulfilled. Something so as simple as the wars that the Romans fought to take over a region, helped to establish what? The Roman Empire. Something as simple as uh, an invention of an airplane helped to bring forth technology that would ultimately be used to fulfill when he made fire come down from heaven. And the arrows, prophecies are always being fulfilled, and things are always being fulfilled to put prophecy in way to be for, put things in order to fill more prophecy. So it's just a matter of time before we out of here. The eyes shall see thy teacher. We out here teaching. Let's see if I can get this real quick. It's Isaiah. I don't know why I want to say Isaiah 40. I'm about sure that it's Isaiah 60, but some's pulling me to Isaiah 40 for some reason. 40 or 41. Yeah, all right. Yeah, 41. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shittah tree, and the myrtle and the oil tree. I will set in the desert the fir tree and the pine tree and the box tree together. So it says, matter of fact, let me start up a verse above. It says, I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, the dry land springs of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedar, the shittah, and the myrtle, and the oil tree. I will set in the desert the fir tree, and the pine, and the box tree together. All right. What is the cedar tree talking about? Talking about your teachers. Teachers being set up. Matter of fact, uh, this is not Songs. Yeah, Songs of Solomon. Songs of Solomon, chapter. What is this? 4 and verse 10. How fair is thy love, my sister, my spouse! How much better is thy love than wine, and the smell of thy ointment than all spices. Spices talking about the scriptures. Thy lips, O my spouse. What is that talking about? The wisdom of the scriptures. Drop as the honeycomb. Again, honeycomb talking about the scriptures because it's sweet. Honey and milk are under thy tongue, and the smell of thy garments is like the smell of Lebanon. A garden is closed is my sister. Garden and closed talking about the inner circle of the elect. A garden closed is my sister, my spouse. And what are we married to? The spouse. It's to the scriptures. A spring shut up, a fountain sealed. All right. If you got a fountain that's sealed, if you got something that's sealed, and it's basically it's not for everybody. If I give you a letter and it's sealed, and if somebody breaks that seal, then what? That it wasn't for them. But that seal of a letter is something specifically for somebody. So it's for the elect to get it, to teach it, get the blood off our hands, so we can get the hell up out of here. And on that note, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakudash. That belongs to the elders of GMS rule well. Peace and salutations and shalom.